Most Chinatowns around the world are in the midst of a struggle, either economic, cultural, or both. Take, for example, San Francisco. It's the largest in the United States. It spans some 28 blocks and was the very first Chinatown in the United States. CCTV's Mark New has insight into how the neighborhood's old age is catching up with it.
It used to rank right up there with the Golden Gate Bridge and Fisherman's Wharf as San Francisco's top tourist attractions. But today, Chinatown is hard-pressed to be listed in the top 10.
We really rely on our regular customer that, comes back maybe once a year, but just tourists alone, really no business at all. I mean, if they do, they just buy really small stuff.
4 to 5 feet.
Community leader Pius Lee moved from Hong Kong to Chinatown more than 50 years ago. He's pushing a plan to widen some of Chinatown's jam-packed sidewalks by 5 feet on each side. He says a lack of space and parking spots discourage visitors from coming. Lee takes us to two of Chinatown's most famous restaurants, Grand Palace and Empress of China. Both recently closed.
All the movie stars, they want to visit San Francisco, they'll come to Chinatown. Right now, no more. 4 or 5 restaurants, we're going to lose about 500 jobs.
When night falls, San Francisco's Chinatown becomes somewhat of a ghost town. There are no longer any Chinese movie theaters here, and very few entertainment venues to draw in the nighttime crowds.
Due to zoning restrictions, only one residential apartment complex has been built in decades, and that was for low-income residents.
So if the younger generation want to stay in Chinatown, there's no room for them. That's why when they graduate, get a good job, probably they'll move out of the Chinatown.
Lee says even though regulations have helped preserve Chinatown, change is needed more than ever to inject a youthful energy into this historic neighborhood. Bye! Mark New, CCTV, San Francisco.